Welcome to the Keep the Faith podcast. I am your host, Tori. We are broadcasting live. We're in the 119 Media Group studio today, and I have my brother Darien in the studio today. Before we get into the topic at hand, and before I allow my brother to introduce himself, I want to first give a shout out to the 2022. Am I saying that right? Class of 2022 of Sonship of the Tower. So kudos to them. I'd like to say congratulations to them. And I also got to show love to the Sexy Keys band. They showed me love on Friday, and they're always watching the podcast. So I got to show them some love as well. So big shouts out to the graduating class of Sonship. You guys have inspired me. So let me see what I'm going to do. And like I said, the Sexy Keys band, I went to see them play because I'm a huge fan of live bands. So I went to see them play on this past Friday, and it was amazing. Me and my homegirl, Tori, we hung out on Friday, and it was really, really, really nice because I haven't been out the house in probably 3 months. So it was good. But I got Darien in the building. What's up, D?
What's going on, sis?
Listen, and let me tell y'all, I'll make y'all laugh. Okay, man. So the podcast was scheduled for 6:30, right? So I'm laying across, I'm on my couch, just chilling, talking to my son. I get a text, yo, sis, I'm outside. And mind y'all, it's like 4:45. Now the podcast on start at 6. Darien was already in the studio at 4:45. Now, listen, I get it because I believe in being on time. Because here's the thing: when you're on time, like 30, I tell my son 30 to an hour before you actually have to be someplace. That's on time. But when you're actually at the place where you're supposed to be, that's actually late. So I get it. But 2 whole hours.
Hey, that just goes to show that I was ready, and I'm gonna be real with everybody on here now. I was nervous. Nervous. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If you don't mind.
Of course.
Hey, look, we already done had a pre-session on the phone. And I was doing the same thing that I'm doing right now, but it's all good. It's all low. She made me feel comfortable and low key, man. I was just talking just like I'm talking right now.
Right.
And for real, she was like, Darien, you're gonna do fine. I was like, really? Okay. All right. We can do this.
You got this. And before we start talking with the topic, tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. Well, as everybody knows, my name is Darien Demeritt, coming straight out of Washington State. And I repeat, Washington State, not DC, Spokane, Washington. And came out here to South Carolina around 2013 to pursue a barber career. And that barber career ended up blowing up. Thanks to God, just off of that, really, because when I moved out here, I didn't really think that a lot of people would rock with what I do, how I do it. But that God saw fit to see everything go through, so sticking with him. I own a barbershop called Truth Barbershop right over there off of 1725 West Palmetto Street. If you want to get with me, you can't walk in, man. You got to set your appointment. It's very, very important. I'm still heeding to the rules of COVID. So I want to keep everybody safe. I want to keep everything clean, and I want everybody to walk out with a truthful haircut, to be honest with you. So, but other things about me, I play music. I love music. I play keyboard for my church, and I play drums as well. I'm under the ministry of Strong Tower. Shout out to my Strong Tower family.
Woo woo.
Yeah. Shout out to the class of 2022. Just like Tori said, they inspired me too, sis. So I'm really, really thinking about getting into that class because what's coming out of that class is more than what people actually think, So other things about me, let's see. I ain't gonna go in oh yeah, I'm single. Shout out to you. I ain't gonna do all that now. But I am a father to a beautiful baby girl. I'm so proud to be a father, man. It definitely showed me another side of me. I mean, like what a lot of men, they told me, oh man, the realness is gonna come out of you. The realness is gonna come out. The baby powder gonna come out. And I was like, you know what? I didn't think so, but when that moment when she came, when she was conceived, man, I bawled like a baby.
Yeah.
Just like a baby. But yeah, though, but other than that, I mean,
So since you talked about being a father and also about the barbershop, are you taking new clients? Now we understand we got to make an appointment, but like if I want to get a buzz cut, I mean, could I sign up to be a new client?
Definitely, most definitely. What you could do, I'm definitely taking the new clients. Walk-ins, if I can get you, I could try to get you as best as I can, but the schedule has been hectic, man. It's been booked up weeks in advance, almost months in advance. So if you want to definitely link up with me and schedule an appointment with me to get any type of service that you are looking for, any style that you're looking for, definitely jump on Google, type in Truth Barbershop. And there's a website icon that you can go to. And it's my website where you can see all my work. You can see all the prices. You can see the location, the phone number. And if you want to get in contact with me, definitely hit me up on there or hit me up on Facebook, Darien Demeritt. If you want to sit here and just set up with me and just get a nice little cut, I'm trying to tell you. And I'm very big on my slogan, man. The truth is in the cut. It's not in me. It's not in me. The truth is in the cut. You will see the evidence in the cut.
I love that slogan. And before we get started, let me go through some of the comments. Okay. Sean Jackson says, hey Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Brittany says, hey, my people. What up, Britt? Kevin Mullen said, be about your business, man. I love the art. Yes, I see your work in these streets.
Oh, word. I appreciate you, Kev.
That's what's up. And Coco, yo. What up, Coco?
Coco. That's my sister right there, y'all. For y'all that don't know, that's my sister. She ride for me. Just like Tori ride for me. Coco ride for me. And don't call her Carnithia. Don't call her Carnithia. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So listen. So like I said, we testing the waters. But like I said, y'all, there was where like what 2-3 hours ago?
2 hours.
Like we started at 6:30. Hey, bro, why you at the studio at 4:45, 4:30?
I was ready, man. I was ready. I was sitting here talking to God. I was like, man, I don't know, man. Like, look. Like, God, what's up, man? What you got for me, man? I'm trying to be right before a couple.
But you already know it's gonna flow.
Yes, ma'am.
It's gonna flow.
Oh, yeah, wait.
I know good and well. You ain't coming, yes, ma'am, on this podcast live. Really?
It's just a respect
that's what we're
thing.
doing.
It's just a respect thing. You know what I mean? But sis, it is. Sis, it is. Sis, it is.
And Coco says, and will.
And will. I'm telling you, I promise.
And Miss Deborah said, hey, Darien and Tori. What's up, Miss Deb?
Miss Deborah, she be in my corner, man. At church when I'm playing music, man, I can't be paying attention to Miss Deborah. She be having me rolling. Shout out Miss Deborah one time.
And congratulations, because she's part of the sonship class.
Congratulations, Miss Deborah.
So, I mean, woo! And Belinda's watching. What's up, Belinda? What's up?
Another one of my sisters that will ride for me. I think a lot of my sisters are going to be on this live right here, man. Another sister that will ride for me.
Yes.
Y'all better watch out.
And Ernest is on. Hey, what's up?
Big E. Big E. Family jumping on.
What you talking about? So you got to bring it. They waiting for these jewels for you about to drop.
Hey, look, for everybody that know me, go ahead and let Tori know. Let her know when I get in my zone, I start going in. I start being a little bit funny, get a little comfortable.
Yeah. So we gonna okay. So I'm gonna put the question out and I'm gonna let you go. And as you talk, I may ask some questions here and there, but here's the top. And Belinda says, no doubt.
No doubt. Love
and
you,
Ms. Deborah says they better know.
Tell you.
So here's the question that I posed to Darien.
Let's go.
And let me pull it up. Let me make sure. I was supposed to have it out already, but okay. Or did I write it down? Hold on. And Tammy is watching. What's up, Tam?
Tammy.
What up?
Tammy.
So here is the question that I have for Darien. I said, now, you those of you that y'all know this spiritual walk is not easy. It's not easy at all.
It's not.
So this is the question that I posed to Darien. The attacks will come. Are you able to endure and stay committed to God? No matter how hard those attacks come, no matter who those attacks come from, are you able to stay committed?
Am I able to stay committed? Well, let's go with the attacks first.
Okay.
One thing that we know about attacks, They coming. They coming. So with them coming, you got to be ready. We already been prepped and taught so many things to prepare us for the point that happens. One thing that you got to know about attacks is that there's two things that's going to come out of it. Two things. It's going to be a test, which goes hand in hand, and then there's going to be a blessing. But you got to handle it the right way, though. Got to handle it the right way. You know right from wrong. I already know that common sense, they ain't really too common. So don't even depend on common sense too heavily. But for the ones that do know and that do have common sense, you already know what's right from wrong. So when you go on about this test and when you go on about this attack, you better go about it the right way. This ain't no battle that you can fight with the physical. This is a battle that you got to fight spiritually. You got to understand this. Just because of the fact, man, like when it comes down to a spiritual attack, man, like we at my church, we learned that we got to fight our battles with prayer. So with prayer, like, man, like don't just God's not no genie. Just know that. He's not no genie. He don't sit here and just, oh God, I wish for this, and God, I want this, I want that. It's not about that. You got to go about it the right way. Fight your battles with your prayers. There's things that's going on in your life that you got to lift up. For some people, it might be their children. Some people might be their business. Some people it might be their family. Actually, just let me speak on me. When I pray, man, I pray for my family. I pray for my business. I definitely pray for my business just because that's already going to be an attack in itself. With me having this business as being a barber, it's more than just being a barber. There's some things that's connected to this thing. I already sat here, came to God on just the fact of like, God, I want to do it your way. And with me saying that, an attack was going to come. It was going to come. And I knew it was going to come. It came in people. It came in with people that was close to me. It came in clients. You got to fight these battles with prayer. And when you come in with that prayer, man, make sure you say what you mean. Say what you need. Don't tell them what you want. Tell them what you need. Because them wants, that's only just temporary. You get that car, you're going to get tired of it after a while. Get that house, it's just going to be a house after a while. But if you sit here and pray God for strength, for, man, like you pray for, there's so many things that you can just pray for, but just pray for your needs. Don't pray for your wants. Now, as far as just the attacks as a barber, one thing that somebody has told me was, as a barber, you are practicing the laying of hands every day. And with the laying of hands, there's always a transfer. And with this transfer, you got to be careful, man. You got to stay prayed up. If you don't pray in the morning, man, you better pray when you get there. Better yet, while you're on your way, because it's coming. You know what I mean? It could come before you even make it to the place. You got to stay prayed up, man. Like with barbering, barbering is so big to me because that's a place where I can dwell. That's a place where I can really, really be myself, you know? And like Tori, I don't know if you know, man, but like, man, if you be up in that barbershop day to day, day to day, day to day, it gets tiring after a while. But I came to realize it's not a physical tire, it's a mental tire, it's a spiritual tire. Like being attacked because like with that transfer, with me sitting here just touching somebody's head, it ain't just me moving and rotating and lifting and putting it down. Like it's more than that, man. Because like in the spiritual, man, whatever they got on them comes on to me. Comes on to me. And it just like and it latches on, and it be things that don't belong to me, And like I'm glad that I'm in a place that I can call mine because now, like, if somebody comes in and they quiet, I can't let them just be quiet, Tori. I can't let them be quiet. I got to see what's going on because it's just like there's an attack on them. Let me help you out through your attack the best way I can because I can't do everything. Got to leave it to God. So while this person is talking, I'm even sitting here praying, like, God, like, give me the strength. Or, like, you give me the words because if it comes from me, it's not coming from a genuine place. It's not. It's not coming from a genuine place. So I let the person just talk. Just let them talk. You coming into the barbershop, you walk in truth. You sit in truth. You receive in truth. And then you're going to walk in your truth. You know what I'm saying? So like when it comes down to it, you being attacked from all angles. You being attacked with words. You're being attacked with so many attacks. So many attacks. And like with it being so, man, you gotta You gotta be careful out here, man. Make sure you have a person that's lifting you up. See, like the person that lifts me up. I mean, I got a mother in the faith. Shout out to my mother in the faith, prophetess Angela Goodson. She be lifting me up. My mother, prayer warrior, she be lifting me up because like this is not no easy thing. See, prophetess understands that because she's been in this profession, so she knows what's coming. You know, and like if I had to be real, like there's different things that I deal with on a daily inside of a barbershop as far as it's like attacks. Like it's crazy, man. Like it's children coming in crying, you know, it mess up your
Right.
whole day. You know what I mean? You don't want to ever see a kid cry. You don't want to see a baby cry, you know. But like, I mean, like some dudes coming in there, you know, with their agenda, not
Yeah.
saying nothing.
Yeah.
That stirs you up, you know, that could be an attack. But like the other part of this attack, where you're sitting here, you gotta endure. You gotta still stand on that. You still gotta push through. Cause like when it comes down to receiving an attack and still standing afterwards, it's almost kind of like being in a fight and getting knocked down but
Mhm.
getting back up. A favorite saying from DMX, or no, it was Aaliyah.
Mhm.
Dust yourself off and try again.
Yeah.
You got to try again.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get it right the first time, even right the second time, third time, keep going. Don't stop. One thing
Right.
about me, I do not quit. I
Mhm.
don't quit. It gets hard. You got to endure it, man. You will never see your end if you quit in the middle, if you quit at the beginning. There's some people that quit at the beginning, psyching themselves out,
Right.
getting out of their zone, sitting here just, you know, getting opinions from everybody. Everybody's opinion ain't yours. It's all that matters what you want to do, how you want to go about it, but make sure that it's pure, you know?
Mhm.
But like you got to endure like a good soldier, man. Get around people that's going to sharpen you because like during these attacks, everybody's getting attacked. But there's some strong people that can sit here and like it's like a sword fight. There's gonna be somebody that's gonna hold up their shield a while. Man, get up. Come on, get up. Don't be
Right.
that person that's still sitting there. You
Right.
can't be that person that's still sitting there, laying there like, oh, woe is me. That's not the type of person that we need on our team. You guys are on our team. Spiritually, you guys are on my team. Don't matter what church you on.
Yeah.
Don't matter what church you in. You are on my team. And if you need this shield up and I'm sitting here fighting for you, I need you to get up and get back to back with me so that we can win this battle. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? When you take on somebody else's attack, better be ready.
What you talking about? People don't understand how serious that is. Like what you said was so powerful when you're laying hands every day.
Yeah.
When you're laying hands every day, that is so powerful. You feel everything.
Right.
And
Right.
that's why I tell people all the time, I have to be careful with people that I'm around because I can
Mm-hmm.
feel, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because I'm an empath. So I
Yeah.
feel a lot. So I
Yeah.
have to be careful with that. But if you make some valid points, let me go through some of the comments that
Okay.
we missed. Miss Deborah says, say so. But Linda says, so true, bruh. And Miss Deborah says, listen at that wisdom talking. Belinda says, wow, that was so powerful. Same thing as me. I'm a therapist. I touch on people all day.
Yeah.
Victor says, Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed against shall
Shall
prosper.
prosper.
Those attacks strengthen us at the end of it. Listen, that's
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
talk. They
That's
do. They
real.
really do.
That's good, Victor.
And champion as a champion Burton, you can be attacked at so much is at so much angles. Sometimes it's hard to go through the obstacles, but just have to trust the process mentally and
Trust it.
physically.
Trust the
And
process.
champion also says, trust me, I lost everything 5 months ago and bouncing back from it now.
I'm trying to tell you. Yo, what's his name again? Champion?
Yeah, champion.
Yo, man, you know that your name is already unique in itself, man.
Right.
It's already unique in itself. I mean, like I just read the name and just heard what you just said just now, man. Like there were so many things that I battled like 3 years ago that I made it through, man. I didn't know how I was gonna make it. But just off of your name, bro, like that's
Yeah.
already a powerful thing in itself, man. Yo,
And you know
you,
what? That's dope because I
yeah,
saw the name, but how you
yeah,
picked that
oh
was
yeah,
dope right
oh
there.
yeah. Your name was, man. Your name was specifically chosen for you. 5 months ago, and you
Right.
made it through, brother. Yo,
Yeah.
that's love, man. That's love.
And he says, born to build to win. That's exactly
Born to
right.
build, yes, sir.
That name, wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
that means like I was saying that I was telling someone the other day with a name Black Champion, you know how we say that it's a sweatless victory. You've already got the victory with a name like champion. It's a sweatless victory. It's a fixed
Woo.
fight. you're guaranteed to win.
No, you didn't. I don't know how you know how you. Oh, hey, look here. I gotta say this part right here. Look, so I was talking to Tori right about this. Right? There was a song that my sister sent me, and it was called "Fix Fight." I was listening to that thing, man, and like pretty much at that one end, at the end where it gets. That one part right there, the dude actually sat here and said the name of the title. It's a fixed fight, and you already won.
Right.
You already won.
Right.
Let's go back to champion. Champion, with your name being champion, even if the fight is against you, the odds are against you. It's already fixed for you to win, brother.
Absolutely.
Come on, like anybody that's been through something, they know what I'm talking about, because like there's plenty of things that we have endured, came across, grew up to, people that we've been around. Man, you got to understand, like it's a fixed fight for you to already be at the point that you are right now. I'm 29 years old and I made it to this point. Didn't think that I will make it this far. Didn't know how I made it. Oh, well, I know how I made it this far. All love goes to God, just because like he's the author of my faith. He's the author of me.
Yeah.
He's writing out my story as I sit here today.
Mm-hmm.
Today, there's some visions, there's some prophecies that came my way that I'm ready to take my steps towards. And like people got to understand, man, you were born to win. You're a natural born winner.
Right.
You are a natural Tori, you're a natural born winner. This is not just gonna be this.
Right.
It's not just gonna be a podcast,
I receive it.
Come on, man. Like
I receive it. And Prophet said, I love this topic.
Yes.
Darien inspired this topic. The conversation, we was on the phone talking for like 3 hours. Woo. And he inspired this conversation, this topic that I came up with. So I was like, you gonna get a topic? He's like, nah, you got this. So after our conversation, that's how I got the topic, based on our conversation.
Yes.
And Patricia says, praise God. And Prophet says, can you praise him in your night season? Ooh. Woo!
Praise him in
that part. Can you?
Oh my God.
Can you?
See, people can, but they won't.
Woo! Say that again.
People can, but they won't. Because they got other things in the night season that they're trying to do. I'm talking about the physical.
Right.
Spiritual, man. Like, just based off of that question right there, can you praise him when everything is going wrong?
Yeah.
Can you praise him when you go into court? Can you praise him when you're going through that accident?
That's a test.
How about when you lose somebody? Can you praise him then?
Right.
A lot of people like to attack God when somebody goes.
Right.
Can you still praise him?
Right.
It's a happy moment because they going to a better place. It's a happy moment. You got to understand.
Prophet says we can say yes when we are not going through. Isn't that yes easy when you're not going through?
It is.
It's so easy to say when you're not going through.
It's easy.
And Deborah says, say that. Monica Lord, they better praise him at all times. I know that's right.
Times.
All times.
And
praise you to tell him in my mouth. Can you praise him? Now that was good to me.
Praise him.
Because I know that has been prior to coming to Strong Tower. That was one of the biggest challenges for me. Am I able to praise him when I'm going through? But of course, we're taught and given the tools and the knowledge there that now I'm able to praise. Like when I'm going through, like before I'm going through something, everybody could tell I'm going through something by the way I dress. Now you can't even tell.
It wears on you, man. Like for me, when I went through something, there was people that was just like, "Yo, you losing weight. You're wearing a lot of black."
Right.
Like your face, you ain't smiling like you used to.
Right.
It wears on you, man. Like it's amazing what an attack can do to you.
Right.
It's amazing.
And I think what comes to, for me, I can't speak for everyone, but for me, what made it weigh on me so much was because of who the attacks come from sometimes.
Right.
Sometimes it'd be somebody so close to you and you be like, dang, why I wouldn't do them like that. But listen, and we have to remember that just because we do things from a pure place, not everybody is going to be the same as us.
Right.
And I had to learn that.
Right.
Like Tori, everybody doesn't have the heart like you. Everybody's not going to come from a pure place. There's going to be people that are going to have motives, and you have to be aware of that.
Right.
And you know what I mean? But don't allow it, because sometimes we can allow what people do, what people, they slander your name, they do things, they talk about you, whatever. And sometimes we allow it to consume us too much, so much that we allow it to change us.
And
we can't allow it to change you.
You can't let it change you. You can't let it change you, because once you change yourself for somebody, you ain't really being original.
Right.
You can't be original that way if you sit in here listening to somebody and they detour your mind.
Right. Right.
Like that's like that was almost off of one message that you sent me. But we get to that later.
And Kevin says, the night season builds character. It just don't feel like it.
Why doesn't it feel like it? Talk to me, Kevin. Why doesn't it feel like it though?
Ooh. And Miss Deborah says, come on, sis. Belinda says, yes. Prophetess says, it's got to be off guard because God wants to see if we will remain faithful to him. That part.
Yes.
Will you remain faithful? Will your yes remain yes? Ooh, that's good right there.
That's good.
And Prophetess also says, a faith not tested is a faith that can't be trusted. Now that's powerful.
You spitting hot fire. Hot fire. Hey, that's my mama, y'all. Shout out to my mama, y'all, in the faith. In the faith.
That is good to me. And Miss Deborah says, amen. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's real good.
It's real good.
You can't be trusted. Oh my God. That's
I gotta go back to that part where she was talking about something. It's gotta be off guard. It has to be off guard, because if you know
this
it's
part
coming,
right here, I pulled it back up.
Yeah, if you know it's coming, you're gonna prepare yourself for it.
Right. Right.
That's cheating.
Right.
That's like receiving a test and just already knowing the answers, or better yet, having the answers already in your pocket.
Right.
You know how back in the day they used to write their notes on their hand and on their arm. It's just like that, man. You got to know that, bro. Like, it can't be known when your test is coming. It's got to be that nerve-wracking point, man. It has to be. And the reason why I say that, because I think we talked about it with the future and the past, right? With the future, a lot of people are afraid of the future because they don't know what it looks like.
Right.
A lot of people ain't afraid of the past because they already been and already done that already.
Right.
So, like, you can't sit here and know what the future looks like, or else you might just mess it up.
Right.
You might just mess it up. You might just detour the plan that already has been set before you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Natasha says, I agree. What's up, Tasha? But yeah, that's good. Yeah, we talked. Listen, we talked about a lot. 3 hours. Listen, 3 hours.
3 hours.
Listen, I don't even talk on the phone like that. What's on the phone for like 3 hours?
And in that 3 hours, man, we became like she was like a long lost sister, man. I'm trying to tell you, because that was more to me than what I expected, just because of the fact, like, sis, like, I didn't really know you like that, and I was just like, why have I been sitting here holding off though? I was like, Tori is cool, yo. She is cool. Like, look, no, for real. I was on there when you text me. You was just like, "Hey, I would like to have you on my podcast." I was like, "Whoa, hold up." Like, I was like, "Hold up, okay. Oh well, been on one before, but this one feels a little bit different." Feels a little bit different since we even on the topic. I mean, like, I'm sorry to have to switch it up like this, but like, no, since we on the topic, like with even in this is going to come an attack.
Yeah,
I feel it. I don't know when it's coming. Just like my man said up there, I don't remember what his name was. But it's going to come in all angles. That attack is like you getting jumped.
Yeah,
it's a stick up.
Right.
It's a stick up every single time when you go through something. Yeah. When you're doing something in the glory of God, though, in the name of God, it's like blood. No, I ain't gonna do that. But it's like it's literally like one team over here, one team over here. Since I don't want to be on the devil's team, you know he's gonna hate on me.
Right.
He's going to hate on me.
You already know.
When anybody that's on the team of God, Jesus, he just know that hate is gonna come.
Right.
The uncomfortable is gonna come. You're going to feel that uncomfortable with real ease. And one thing that I learned with being uncomfortable, that's how I know that that's coming from God. Because usually the things that is comfortable, that's not good. That's not healthy.
Right.
It's never been healthy. The things that looks easy, the things that looks appealing to the eye.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What we were talking about? We was talking about types, right?
Oh,
We was talking
about
about
a
types.
lot.
See, look, like even in that, like your type is an attack.
Right. You know what you like.
You know what you like. You know what you looking for. So when it comes down to it, man.
And let me go to Victor's comment. Victor says the whole book of Job should let us know that we have it easy. Things can be a whole lot worse, but God has to test us and teach us that He is the Most High, and we should appreciate His mercy when things are bad, but especially we give Him thanks when things are going good. That's right.
You got to give it back to Him.
And Prophet says, what will you make your God during your test? Woo, that's good. Will the issue be your God, or will God be your God? Because what takes your focus becomes your God. Woo, that's good. And Charlene says the uncomfortable will come indeed. Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No. You good. She was saying, go back.
Prophetess.
Yeah. She said, because what takes your focus becomes your God. For a side note, for people that don't know, she's talking about idols too.
Yeah.
Your idols can take you right on off and you don't even know it.
Right.
Just to even be a witness to somebody like me, like I did not even know that I was doing it. Right. But I made my father into an idol.
Wow.
I made my father into an idol. I made it to where like he was my Superman. That was my Superman. Like right. I knew that God was there. I knew this, but my dad is here. So right. When I needed him, he was there. Right. Made him into an idol. And when I realized as I started getting older that I made him that way, man, that was so uncomfortable.
Right.
You know? Because we put certain people to a high pedestal to where we won't even know that, that's wrong for me to do that.
Right.
You know? And it, oh man.
That was good.
And I love my father. Shout out to my father. But like for real, man, be careful. Be careful with those idols because it's easy to get distracted from them, man.
And Prophet says you will be challenged after this podcast. Get ready. I'll remind you though. We already talked about it. We already talked about it. Yo, bro.
Just said that.
Get ready.
Coming.
I told him it's coming.
It came before I even came in here. That attack came so strong, I came here 2 hours early. Man. Dukes. I'm looking at the camera. Dukes. I was 2 hours early. 2 hours early. And she was talking about me too. Get her. I'm good.
Well, then they say, "Oh, that's real good, y'all." And Prophet is laughing.
I know she laughing. Well, hey, them attacks is coming. It came early this morning. I was so shooken up, not just off of the podcast, but just off of daily things that was just going on.
Yeah.
Not even a routine. When it's not routine, man, it doesn't always feel good. But to get out of your routine, to receive something better than just your routine, that's just going to better you is always great, man. And then, like, I already know that them attacks is going to come right after this. Goodness, it's almost kind of like I have to have my artillery ready, man. Yeah. I got to have my artillery ready, man, because, like, my artillery is about to be that sword, that Bible. For all my Christian folks that know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's
about to get real serious.
Y'all pray for us, man, because it's coming.
It's about to get real serious. And see, here's the thing. I was telling D, he called me this morning, and I was like, yo, this podcast must be about to be fire.
It's about to be fire.
Because this morning I woke up, my head, like, it was about to explode. My head was hurting so bad. I was like, man, I had to lay back down. And it's like when something's coming, I get a really bad headache for some reason. My head start hurting really bad. And Prophet says, yes, your yes puts a target on your back, but your response should always please God.
Should.
And Ms. Deborah says you have to push past it. And Ms. Deborah also says, keep your sword in your hand. Absolutely right.
Keep it always. In your hand. Always keep it in your hand. Even if it's a cell phone, y'all, jump on it. Get that Holy Bible app, man. If you ain't jumping on that Holy Bible app, you better at least have your Bible, bro.
And Victor says, coming from Spokane, what's that? Am I saying that right?
Yep, coming from Spokane.
That was a test in itself. I remember the cops stayed in Spokane. Glad you here, bro.
Hey,
is that like a I'm not familiar. Is that like a area?
Spokane is a city. Yep, it's a city. It's
Oh,
like a
okay.
couple of hours away from Seattle.
Oh,
It's like literally like
wow.
if I had to put it, it's like from South Carolina to Florida.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not that bad of a time.
Okay. And then
hmm
Victor also says the show cops.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I follow you now.
Oh. And they still ain't no joke though. They still ain't no joke though.
I got you now. And let me see what Kevin says. Kevin says added weight or responsibility is a depression. But when you're able to lift it, it is called a bench press. Lift it a few times. Now you're working it. Complete the workout and receive strength. That's good, Kevin.
It's a whole workout plan when it comes to it.
Yes, it is.
That's a good formula, Kev.
Yeah, I like that.
Kev, make sure you add me, man, because I might need some nuggets, bro. I might need some nuggets, bro.
Kevin is dope. Kevin is dope. Yeah, Kevin is dope. And matter of fact, Kevin, no, Kevin is dope. He actually has a podcast as well. So
nice.
Definitely reach out to Kev. Kevin is real cool. Kevin is out of, if I'm not mistaken, out of Marion.
Out of Marion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kev
Shout
is
out
in
to
Marion. And Kev says, he said, but this is also in the spiritual realm as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It plays both roles.
Yeah, that was good, Kev.
It definitely plays both roles.
And and like I was saying, like earlier, when I look at it, I'm like, D, you really had to, number tax was coming for real.
It was coming. I mean, to be real, like my tax was so strong, I couldn't even really go to sleep. I really didn't go to sleep until like 3.
3 this morning?
3 this morning. And one being my daughter was crying and I did not know why. Like she could have been sleepy, but it didn't really seem that way.
Yeah.
And like I had to catch myself after, but I handled it the wrong way. Wow. And I don't want to go into it how I handled it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pop her or anything. I didn't do none of that. It was just like I just got really angry. I was just like, what is going on? Like, you know, I can go into a million reasons of what it could have been.
Yeah.
But I would never know until I brought it to God. And when I brought it to God, he told me and he identified it for me. And when he identified it for me, I was just like, all I could do in that moment when she fell asleep, just pray.
Right.
You know, because like, you know, she's unable to speak. She's speaking a little bit, but she's unable to speak to let me know what is going on with you.
Yeah.
She's only 2. And like, all I could do at that moment was just, you know what, just hold her, put my hand on her head and just be like, God, whatever it was, because it's not going to remain. Yeah. It has to go.
Absolutely.
Out the door, sweep it out the door.
Yeah.
Whatever is connected to her that is strangling her spirit right now, it has to be severed right now because I can't. Yeah, I can't. But I'm so glad that once I did that, it was all at ease. Right. But it was right back at it again with the attacks, you know.
And see, here's the thing: when it comes to attacks, what I was thinking earlier when we talked earlier, with those attacks, if it doesn't affect us, it can affect our children.
It can.
And then with her being 2, she can't handle what may come her way. So you have to stay praying over her. And Victor says, anger is an emotion we shouldn't shy away from. Either way, you made it through. Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate that, Victor.
Because the thing is, even in the Bible, it says anger, but you sin not. I don't remember exactly. Don't quote me, y'all. Bible scholar. I'm not a Bible scholar, but
be angry, but sin not.
Yeah, be angry, but sin not. So yeah, that is definitely, you definitely have to do, because I found myself in certain situations like, why, but let it ride. Yeah. I let the anger pass. Yeah. But I mean, we human. We're gonna get angry about certain things.
We're definitely gonna get angry. We're definitely gonna get angry. But the thing is about it, just don't. That's a test in itself too.
Right.
You know, like you being angry, you hurt somewhere.
Absolutely.
And hurt people.
Right.
I've been told that, like Darien, like you going through something and you gotta stop hurting people. I'm just like, how am I hurting people?
And see, sometimes you don't even see it or realize it.
See it until it's too late.
Right.
One thing that I listened to somebody's either podcast or message, and it's just like once it's released, you can't get it back.
Right.
So you gotta be careful what's coming out your mouth.
Right.
One thing that we learn is we both learn we got to KYMS sometimes.
Absolutely.
That means keep your mouth shut for the people that don't know. So
Yeah.
you gotta learn how to be quiet and listen.
Right.
Or just better yet, just be quiet.
Right.
You'll see what's going on once you get to your right mind. It might take a little minute. One thing that I do when I get frustrated, angry, I sit here and take my breaths, man. There was one thing that I learned that really, really helps out for people that is really going through anything, man. Just like prayers one, but if you're one that is just like at this moment, I'm just, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to sit here and take your breath. Just do that a
Right.
good couple of times, man. And I guarantee you that lightweight is going to go away. And if you still feel it there, do it again. Good four
Right.
times, 5 times. And you'll be right as rain. Right as rain. I had to do that when I came up in here, man. Like, had to take my breaths. She didn't hear me or anything.
You scared. You was nervous. Tell the truth. You was nervous.
Man, I was nervous, but God didn't give me the spirit of nervous.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Well, look, you flowing.
I'm flowing.
Yeah, you flowing.
Doing all right.
So here's one of the things. Okay, so you covered a lot, but what if you get that attack? It's disguised as let me put this on you.
Okay.
The attack,
right.
the attack is disguised as your type.
Yeah.
Woo! Your attack is disguised as your type. Everything that you like is disguised as your type, and it comes through. And you know how sometimes people will allow you to get close to them, and you don't even see the attack coming.
You don't.
So what you do? You look at your phone, and it's disguised as your type. Hey, yo, D. Hey. Can you come over?
What did Martin do? But that's not always the case. That's not always the case. Let's just go into the different avenues, shall we? So the different avenues is like when that phone call comes, when that text message comes through, it's your type. Sometimes you entertain it. You do entertain it. I'm gonna just be real. You entertain it. You talk to it. I mean, like some people even say, "Yeah, I'm trying to do better.
Right.
But your type is coming. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Your type. Think about it like this. Your type is not ugly. Now, if your type, I'll put it like this. Now, for the other side, which is not your type, are you going to talk to that? No, right? Okay. So with your type being your type, it's not gonna come ugly. It's gonna come just right. It's gonna come sounding good. It's gonna come sounding so. Look, like you can tell. All right, I'm put like this, fellas. Help me out here, okay? You can tell a woman when she's walking through that grocery store. It sounds right. Like, hold up, makes you turn around. It makes you look better yet. It makes you go down a couple of aisles just to see where it was at. And I'm telling you, it doesn't come ugly. It doesn't sound ugly. It says all the right things. But what do? Man, you got to flee from it. You got to run. You have to run.
Yeah.
It's tough to run, but that's a test.
Yes, it's a test.
That's a test.
Let me go back through some of the comments. Natasha says, anger will make you strike the rock and not walk into the promised land. We were talking about anger. Ooh. And Victor says, James 1:20, for the anger of man doesn't achieve the righteousness of God. Yeah. So I was wrong about embracing anger. I learned something.
Man, you helped me.
Listen, we learn it every day.
We learning.
We never know it all. So you just taught me something as well.
Don't shy away from them lessons.
Yes,
man. I'm glad. I'm glad that you actually came back with that, Victor, because man, good. a lot of people don't come back to you and say, you know what, I was wrong. Hold up, let me fix that.
Yeah.
A lot of people just let it ride.
Yeah, that was good. I learned that.
They let that ride
at this very moment.
Don't embrace that anger. Don't embrace it.
That was good, Victor. And Victor also said tight. We talking about we talking about the physical.
We talking about physical too. A lot of people, Victor, is not going to talk about their spiritual type.
Yeah.
They run from their spiritual type for whatever reason. It makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It makes them uncomfortable. But the thing is, like I already said at the beginning, the uncomfortable is the thing that you really need.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to be careful. You got to have that discernment. That's another thing too. A lot of people discernment has been lacking.
Right.
it's been lacking. And when you don't have your discernment turned up to that max that it needs to be, even your non-type could be something. It could be something.
That's a whole nother.
Your non-type could
Talk
be
about
something.
it.
I'm telling you.
And Miss Deborah says it's going to come just how you like it.
Just how you like it.
Woo.
That's from Strong Tile. Go ahead, Deborah. Come on, man.
Graduate of sonship.
I'm trying to tell you. Talk your truth, Miss Deborah.
That's what's up. So, okay. So the other part, when we talked about the tags, and then I talk about your type or whatever, and it was something else we talked about in regards to the tags. Now, of course, you're going to have, like, you may have a friend that you may have been friends with for, say, 20 plus years, or even in some cases longer. And you never see it coming. Like, it's like, you ever been in a situation where you've been friends with somebody for a long period of time, and you realize after 20 plus years that they were never your friend, and you don't see it coming?
One lesson that I learned as a young man, I'm still a young man, but when I was younger, not everybody is your friend. I literally can count on one hand how many friends I have. Literally. And when it comes down to that friend that you least expected, man, that hurts. Anybody can contest to that hurt. But like when you go through that, man, I'm putting it like this, there was friends that was putting me through situations that I didn't even really want to be in.
Right.
An attack way. Like, you know, and it's all theirs. It was all their business that they brought me into. Wow. And like with them, like putting me through story time. but like I was with a friend, and like you know, I think we talked about this. So I was with a friend and we was hanging out, and he was doing this thing, and I was just like, yo, bro, chill out, okay? Like, you know what I mean? It was an attack coming his way. But it was also one that was coming with me because we was connected.
Right.
So like he went about it anyway, and I was like, okay, all right. Get a phone call the next day, and it was his girlfriend with him on the speaker. When I tell you that she was just like, Darien, so what happened? Now everybody help me out here, because like now, like we was about to get ready to talk about, the topic was about to be about friends. But in that moment right there, what do you do? And what I said was, there was two things that people go about it. They lie, or they back out. They back out. So when it comes down to that choice that I had to make, I had to sit back and be like, you know what? I didn't know her name. I was just like, sis, that don't have nothing to do with me. Don't have nothing to do with me. Y'all work that out. Don't bring me in that. That was something that I had to sever right there. Yeah. And right then and right there at that point, because there was other previous things that he brought across to me that was not cool.
Yeah.
He gave me a phone call. He's just like, yo, man, why didn't you, you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you tell her this and that? And I'm listening. I was like, brother, that's your situation. And I told you already. Don't go about it that way.
Right.
And just like we already learned, man, it doesn't matter who it identifies me with or separates me from. I'm going with God, and God told me to tell you that.
Right.
I ain't had to tell you who it was, but I mean, like, bro, like I can't be a part of something like that. I'm not gonna. Exactly. And I'm that type of friend. Like, I don't feel like I have to lie to be your friend.
Say that again.
I don't have to. For real, I don't want to have to lie to be your friend.
Right.
Am I really a friend if I'm lying for you?
Right.
Is that helping you? Is that helping me?
Right.
Better yet, sometimes it might be like you lying for them, but they ain't gonna lie for you.
Right.
Ain't no even exchange when it comes down to that. So like when it all comes down to it, man, you gotta be careful, man.
That was good.
Be careful.
Vic, the crazy self talking, my type must be out here playing games. She's so stubborn.
Is she now?
And Brittany says, speak, bruh.
Brittany, what's up?
And Kev says, it's not bad that you get angry. It's about what you do with the anger. We have to know how to develop our emotions, let them indicate us, but definitely do not allow them to lead us, cause you going to jail.
Anger is the enemy.
And Victor says, I lie to spare feelings. If I care about you, I would lie. People love lies. Victor, you better not lie to me. You better tell me the
Boy,
truth.
boy.
Listen, I might stop talking to you for a couple of days, but you better tell me the truth.
Look, one thing that I learned, one thing I started saying, like somebody asked me for my opinion, I was like, yo, I want to tell the truth, but I don't want to lie to you either.
Yeah.
I want to lie, but I don't want to tell you the truth because you're gonna run from me either way.
Oh
Come
goodness,
on.
Brittany talking about Victor White sounds toxic. Oh goodness.
It's about to get real on this chat now. It's about to get real.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
Brittany, let him be, Brittany. Let him be. Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
Oh, no.
Brittany Jefferson, I'm nuclear. Okay.
You see that face? Nuclear.
Oh my goodness. And then the second part of that question, because you did well with the attacks. Now, the second part of that question was, are you, Brother D, are you going to make the choice to be, the second part was exactly, are you able to endure and stay committed to God? No matter who it comes from, you got to realize who it comes from. What if it's
Go deep. No, go ahead, go deep into the question. Go deep into gut that thing up. Gut them up. Gut it up.
I'm just saying, like, sometimes it's depending on the person. Sometimes it'll make you, no matter who, let's just say this, no matter who it is, you're gonna stay committed.
You're gonna stay committed.
No matter who it is. Your mama, you said earlier that you made your father an idol. If your mama, your daddy, no matter who it is, you're gonna stay committed.
Stay committed.
Even if they're telling you something, you know, like you say, you think highly of your father, and he tell you something, and you know it wrong. You are you that committed? Are you gonna stay committed, no matter who it is?
Got to be 10 toes down committed. You have to.
Okay.
Without God in it, man. Without God being your source, without God being your, without God being without God being your backbone, your right hand, your best friend, the person that you love, you can't do nothing without God. So you got to endure. I ain't saying you have to endure just so that you can stay committed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to really do that from the bottoms, from the inside, from your heart.
Right.
You got to endure faithfully.
Right.
Instead of just physically. If you're just doing it just to do it, it's just, there's nothing that's going to be, it's like lukewarm.
Right.
It's not hot. It's not cold. It's lukewarm. And when you sitting here enduring and you just like, I'll do it. No, it's got to be like, okay, God, I'm fully committed.
Right.
Fully committed. And it's not easy to be fully committed. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm like, I know some people can contest, but like, man, like it's not easy being committed. It's not. We still struggle. We still go through our, we struggle with so many things, man, that get us off track. But the thing is, the part about enduring, you got to endure it like a good soldier. It's got to be a learning lesson. You got to make everything that you're going through a learning lesson. That's what makes you stronger.
Right.
I'm so glad that like we have 2 services in a week. We got a Bible study and we got a Sunday service.
Actually 3.
We got 3.
PI Saturday.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I forgot about PI.
Yeah.
My bad, my dudes. My bad. Oh, my bad. But we got 3 services, man. And when we listen to these services, that is a plug in. That was your moment. That's your moment right there to plug in.
Right.
You can. How you going to get a charge without plugging in?
Right.
There's no way. You got, man. I tell you, you have to endure, ladies and gentlemen. You got to endure, because once you endure, there's a blessing that comes right behind it.
Right.
There is a blessing that comes behind it, and you're able to help somebody else if you endure. There's somebody. It goes so enduring is so connected to so many different things. There's people that's connected to you, that's watching you, either if you endure or not endure.
Right.
So with you being their example, man, you got to push through.
Right.
There's people that's counting on you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's people that's looking up to you. There's little kids that's looking up to you, men and women. There are little kids that are looking up to you. They're the next future. So when you endure and you show that way that they can possibly go, because the choice is still up to them.
Right.
But you have to endure because there's people that's connected to you. Everything attached to you is either going to win or either it's going to lose.
Right.
But how many people want to be a loser?
Nobody. I don't.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be a loser, but sometimes you got to lose to win.
Absolutely.
You know
what? Yeah, we
got to lose to
we
win.
do.
Yeah.
And let me go back. Victor was saying to Vic. Oh, I said that. Show that. Kevin says this conversation is heavy. I love it. Thank you, Kev.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you, Kev.
And Brittany says Victor White runs in the opposite direction. Y'all too.
Oh man.
And Victor says Brittany Jefferson. I don't know what the mimosa said, but okay.
Hey, look here, y'all. Just stay in tune with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Stay in tune with the podcast. Kevin, behave yourself. Brittany.
Victor acting up. Victor.
He didn't have to put that out nuclear. Bro, you didn't have to do that, bro. But that was funny though, Vic.
That was real funny. But that's good. So let me ask you this: when it comes to what final words, I can't believe it's been. See how fast this hour went.
What time is it?
God, we already been talking about an hour. But let me tell you. So we talked about the hold on. Let me see what Victor said. Victor says friendships, relationships, companionships are full of lies. People hear the truth and think we're being mean, but we tell one little lie and we best buds. Yeah, baby, you look nice, but the whole time you're wig nappy. Ooh. But I'm gonna keep that to myself. Listen, Victor, like I said, tell me the truth.
See, I'm one. I pick out things. I'm very observant. I'm so observant. I think I can mimic movements. Man. Like for real. No. But back to what Victor was just saying. Like, man, it really be at that point where I'm so observant and I see. No offense. No offense. Ladies. I'm gonna tell y'all this
what
now.
You about to say?
I know. And if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying, I apologize and I love y'all and I love y'all to life. But ladies, it be that moment when I observe and I see that one eyelash on the other eye is making your eye looking a little bit cockeyed or making it look like you got that lazy eye thing going on. You know what I mean? But like sometimes like Victor, I don't say nothing, but I have to make it into a joke. Brittany said, tread lightly. I got you. But like, no, for real, y'all don't see that. How y'all don't see that? I'm treading light. My treading light, I had to joke about it. Be like, okay. All right, now your makeup looks. You doing it. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't be picking on nobody. I like to joke around with people, man. Like, tell you, man, you gotta be careful. I might have to go over there to that side of Victor. I'll be like, yo, like, Darren, what you think about makeup? See that eyelash? I'll be like, yeah, that look good. Yeah, that look real good.
So you gonna lie like Victor?
God gonna get me if I do it. Victor, you on your own, Jack. I just look. KYMS, Vic. Keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
Don't say nada.
And Victor says, I'm embrace my cockeyed woman. Come on here, beautiful.
Hey, I'll still take it too, Vic. But yo, you paid how much for that eyelash? And the thing left, man. What Brittany say, Vic? Vic always acting up.
Yeah, Brittany's about Vic always acting up, and I just got dragged in.
Yeah, you made yourself a victim on that one. You made yourself a victim to Vic. A victim to Victor.
Oh my goodness, that was good to me. So what are your final words for people that are experiencing attacks? You know, because this, like I said, this spiritual walk is not easy. Mm-hmm. It's actually tough. And actually, if we, you know, we're going to talk after the podcast, but we got some inspiration this past Sunday. Actually, yesterday we got some inspiration. So
real inspiration.
We got some work to do too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We got some work to do and some decisions to make.
We don't want to be left behind, especially with what we talking about. But
yeah, we don't want to be left behind. Definitely not. And Brittany says, you know how much lashes cost? Man, we hanging on to them down to the last lash, and y'all better hush.
Look here. I got another story for you, Brittany, if you want it. This girl saw that thing was cockeyed, and she took it off in the car, put it in the tissue, and left it in the car. She ain't get that eyelash back. Let's just say that, baby. She ain't get that lash back.
That went in the trash,
Yeah,
right?
it went straight into the trash. And then has the audacity to come back. Where my lashes at? Oh, that's long gone, baby. That's long gone. That's long gone, baby.
You weren't supposed to throw the lash away.
What was I supposed to sell it? You know.
Listen, just like Brittany said, they hold on. I don't wear lashes, but I know they will wear those lashes until they just falling apart. So yeah, that's funny.
Y'all re-wearing lashes.
Brittany says, major violation. You threw away the lash.
I think that's my exit. Hey, look, it must not cost that much. I do know how much they cost now.
Well, listen, there's some that are the really nice ones can be very pricey.
I see. That's the ones that don't look original and look like they can fan people off.
Oh my. Okay, bro, I gotta stop you. Yep. I gotta stop you because I want you to be safe when you leave this building.
I understand.
So let me stop you. Well, and then let me see what Victor said. Victor says, my grandma didn't wear lashes and she had a gang of kids. Ladies, let it go. Natural beauty is true beauty. No lies detected in this comment.
I'm trying to tell you. And you were sitting here saying you was gonna lie. That sounded truthful for me, Vic.
Yeah, that's truth right there.
No, but I love my sisters that wear their makeup though. Like you guys are really killing the game. And with like women that are in the profession of doing makeup, y'all keep on doing what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Y'all keep on doing what y'all doing. Even if it looks a certain type of way.
Yeah.
Y'all doing it.
Now, what are your final words to those that are experiencing attacks and helping them, giving them encouraging words to endure the attacks because they're gonna come.
Yeah, they're gonna come. The thing that I could say is endure like a good soldier. Don't give up. I'm very big on not giving up. The moment that you give up, you gave up on everything that's connected. So don't give up. The next thing I'll probably have to say is, man, stay prayed up. You have to stay prayed up. Like it's to a point where it has to be, I wouldn't even say religious, but it's gotta be a thing that's like your keys. Like you already know it's there. Your prayer life got to be where your prayer life has to be where you know where your keys is at and your wallet. Don't lose. I mean, like, you lose your wallet and your keys from time to time, but that's okay. Just know and just go searching. Anyway, but another thing I can say is, man, link up with somebody that can uplift you and strengthen you along the way. You got to, because iron sharpens iron. My big brother Cisco actually sat here and told me, he was like, yo, iron sharpens iron. You sit here, put iron with wood, it's going to get dull.
Right.
You put yourself with a person that's wood, man, you're going to become dull. You're not going to be as sharp. Mentally, spiritually, and physically, you're not going to be as sharp. So put yourself with somebody that can uplift you. The last but not least, man, be encouraged, man. Because you're going to get through it, man. Just know that you're going to get through it. Actually, that's not my last thing. But you're going to get through it. Just know that your future is already a fixed fight. It's already a fixed fight. Don't let the devil win purposely. Don't even let him win accidentally. You got to go in that fight like you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Last but not least, man, link up with a good church home, man. I mean, there's plenty of churches around here, but I'm like, I only go to one, and that church is Strong Tower Christian Ministries. If you want to receive something great, if you want to receive a good word, if you want to receive something real, and not a lie, because all that they teach is coming straight out of the book. It's coming straight from God. So like, if you want, come join us in on the live first before coming walking in. Cause I know some people are really picky when it comes down to it, but connect yourself with a good church home that's going to give you a word that's going to feed you for the rest of this week. Like me and Tori was already speaking on, we got 3 services. So we getting the dinner, we getting a whole dinner course. we getting the entree. We getting the whole dinner. We got fresh water.
Yeah.
Fresh water, man.
Yeah.
So like, man, just be encouraged. That's the big thing right there. Be encouraged.
Yeah.
Man, because it's not easy. It's not easy going through this walk and still remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Your character is going to be judged. Your character is going to be watched. Your
Mm-hmm.
types are going to come.
Right.
Your tests, your attacks is going to come. As long as you know that they're coming, just stay prepared.
Right.
In war, man, we got, you know what I'm saying? In war, you got to have one person that is watching and you got to have the other person that's sleeping. So that way, when you can rotate,
Mm-hmm.
when you rotate, you fresh, you ready. You got to come in ready. You can't go into no fight cold. You got to stay warmed up. And that
Right.
attack, man, like with in a fight, man, you got to be prepared. You got to know what you got to do. And I'm not talking just only physical. This is a spiritual thing too. You got to know that they coming. If you act like you nonchalant and you act like it's not coming, man, like you're going to get hit hard.
Right.
You're going to get hit hard. But stay encouraged, man.
That
For
was
real.
good, D. And before we plug, I want you to plug your barbershop as well. Let me read through the comments. Kevin says when you were talking about the lashes, talking about D about to cause the attack on himself when you talking about them lashes.
Hey, man. I love.
Brittany says, Victor White, y'all don't be checking for us. Bald eyes and fresh face. And Kevin also says, Philippians 4:6, be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto God.
Mm-hmm.
And Isis says, accountability partners. Absolutely.
There you go. There you go.
Brittany says, yes, speak life into anyone I'm connected to. I speak life into anyone I'm connected to see you be great uplifts me.
I speak life to everybody that's listening, even right now and even later.
Right.
I speak life into you guys that you guys are going to make it through your trials and tribulations because it's not going to last. It's not going to last. Troubles don't last always. So keep on enduring. Keep on pushing. Don't stop. Don't quit. Keep on going and bring somebody up with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And Victor says, Brittany Jefferson, that's because we don't recognize y'all in y'all natural condition. Be out here looking like Stella 1 minute and Stanley the next. Oh my God.
Nah, hold up. See, hold up.
Vic.
Nah, I gotta get Vic now. Because yo, bro, you can't roll on my sister like that. Nah, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not to put all my brothers that come up to the barbershop like that, you know what I mean? They coming up in there getting that black and that enhancement and stuff, hiding all them bar spots and everything, you know what I'm saying? But the women don't say nothing. They just say, they lie like Vic. Oh, you look good. Some cats be coming up and, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to go too far into it. You know what I'm saying? Some cats be getting the lace fronts too.
Okay.
They get the lace fronts too.
Bruh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop you. You don't want to listen. I'm telling folks.
It's just the jokes, man. I'm chilling.
And Coco said, yes, sis. Brittany says, Victor White, I hear you, but I'm a little snack with or without. Miss Jefferson says the enemy does.
I'm gonna let them have that.
Miss Jefferson says the enemy does his job well, but we need to be better at doing ours. Absolutely. And Victor says, oh God, y'all a trip. Victor Jefferson, a bag of chips or a 4x4. Y'all a mess. And Natasha says, night watch, love it. And Isis says, very true for you both. And also Brittany says, Victor White, red lobster, endless shrimp. And Ernest says, facts, bro.
Definitely.
So I was trying to get all the comments. So if I miss a comment, you guys, charge it to my head and not my heart. But I was trying to get all the comments in. But bro, thank you so much for coming through. And I want you to once again plug the barbershop and also all your social media handles and however anyone can get in contact with you. And like you said, he said now that if you want to be a new client, you got to put an appointment due to COVID guidelines.
Yes, man. But how to put you guys on, man. Again, Darien Demeritt from Truth Barbershop, where the truth is in the cut. For real. 1725 West Palmetto Street, Suite C. If you guys want to get in contact with me, you can hit me via Facebook, Darien Demeritt, or you can go to the Truth Barbershop page and I'll get your message that way. You can check out most of my work on Instagram at deez_the.barber. Again, it's Deez, DEEZ, the.barber. That's one of my pages right there. If you guys want a good laugh, man, like you can go jump on my TikTok. I be acting foolish. You guys see how I come right here. I don't be going in too much. I be trying to back away from social media because I don't want to make that an idol as well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people make that into an idol, but you guys can definitely hit me up on those social media platforms. Again, if you want to set your appointment, go to Google, type in Truth Barbershop, and hit that website icon so you can see the prices, the haircuts, the services. If you want to buy a t-shirt from Truth Barbershop, make sure you link up with me, man. Support the businesses, man. Other than that, I think I'm good.
That's what's up. And Coco says her scalp itching. She's gonna see you Thursday.
I'll see you then. I hope you got that shampoo. Talk about itching. I love you, sis.
Well, thank you guys for watching. If you missed the beginning, make sure you hit the replay. Make sure you share the podcast.
Yes.
I like to say, Darren claimed he was all nervous. You did good, bro.
Look, still a little bit tad, but I mean, we made it to the end. See, we endured this. We endured this. We made it through.
So you think you'll come back through?
I'll definitely be down for that, sis.
Okay.
I'll definitely be down for that. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.
You're gonna come back, and then Jamil got the 360 podcast. They be doing their thing. So
word?
Yeah.
What's
so yeah, on? And Jamil got a podcast coming up on March the 10th. Perseverance. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you definitely got to. Yeah.
We link up. I remember Buddy too. That's my guy right there, man.
And look, Kev says, you see what Kev says? He says, you are a natural. You're a natural.
Bless, brother. Bless.
Thanks, Kev. That's what's up. Listen, y'all. They're like, sis, y'all. If I would have had a camera and see how nervous, y'all see how nervous, and he come on here spitting these jewels.
Look, I'm sipping my water like tea.
But once again, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And like I said, Jamil podcast is coming up on a Thursday, March the 10th, Perseverance, and of course 360 Real Talk, of course. So make sure you guys check them out. And of course, like I said before, if you guys missed the beginning of this podcast, I urge you to watch the replay. Make sure you share it, because Darren dropped some jewels. So he's definitely going to come back. You know what'd be cool though?
What's up?
I might have to do one, have you and Vic on it saying, I don't know. I might not even need to put that in the atmosphere.
Me and Vic might go in up in this piece, man. I'll tell you, look, Vic funny like I'm funny now, you know what I'm saying? But he on that lie end. I'm gonna tell that truthful lie. You know what I'm saying? Truthful lie.
I know that's right. But thank you guys for watching. Like I tell you guys all the time at the end of the podcast, you may bend, but don't you dare break. And always remember to keep the faith. We are out. Peace.